Somebody call a doctor because bad medicine is back. Over there is Diamond Dave Damone. This is the Appleton Oak. That's the answer. I'm Mason Quinn. Folks, today we are getting back to Alice in Borderland. This is, of course, Season 2, Episode 4. This new game is wild. That's all I'm going to say. Just bring me more.
Yeah, after the sacrifice that Tata did the last episode, I'm definitely ready, willing, able to see where this new game goes.
Season 1, absolute banger, but Episode 3 of Season 2, I think has been my favorite so far out of any episode. Can't wait to see how they follow that one up.
This last game was really intriguing, so I'm really anxious to see how this one's going to play out because I have no idea. Let's go!
Oh, this is a mess.
Hey, Bob, we are way behind on schedule, so I'm gonna need you to get everything hooked up like yesterday. All this stuff needs to be done by tomorrow. Gotta have it done.
Boss, I'm not an electrician. I mean, shouldn't we wait for the pros?
This can't be that hard. Couple plugins, couple wires. It's not that big of a deal. We do not have time to wait for the electrician, so just get it done. I'm counting on you, all right?
I'm counting on you. Oh!
Jumping jackrabbits, Bob, what the hell happened?
Oh, I knew this was a bad idea.
Bob's instincts were right, but his supervisor didn't listen. Now Bob's injury could be worth millions.
Wait, did you say millions? Who are these professionals that can help me?
Morgan & Morgan.
Morgan & Morgan is America's largest injury firm with more than 1,000 lawyers and 4,000 case staff ready to fight for you if you become their client.
But Bob is worried because he doesn't have the cash to pay for expensive legal fees. Worry no more. When your boss puts you in a dangerous situation and you get hurt, don't settle for less than you deserve. Morgan & Morgan will fight to get you every penny. And the best part? It's completely free unless you win. But Bob feels conflicted. He doesn't want to sue his boss, even if the company hasn't paid him for the last 6 months. When you sue for an injury, you're not suing your boss. You're suing their insurance company. There's no reason to feel bad about getting the compensation you deserve. So if you've been a victim in a car accident, medical malpractice, workplace injury, or any other personal injury, you can hit the link in the description to get Morgan & Morgan to fight for you. Bob did, and he sure is thankful Morgan & Morgan had his back.
Well, let's get to it.
It did all the numbers.
It's morning time now,
Oh,
or at least next day.
all that food. Who do you trust?
Just an endless supply of potential weeks of playing this.
Say whoever wins, can they take all this food out of there then?
Or do
こ
you
のビスケット美味しいよ。
I like this music?
俺のマークを教えてくれないかな。
Yeah, be a lad.
Let's walk straight
君の
by
ペ
him.
アの彼、殺人者だよ。新聞で見たことがある。バンダ・スナと女4人を殺した有名な殺人鬼。
Four
確
women?
か死刑判決を受けてる。
そんなの嘘だ。
本当だよ。俺が思うにハートのジャックは彼だ。
So being in prison doesn't stop you from getting here.
君は今いいポジションにいるんだ。ジャックに信頼されている。ジャックに嘘を伝えられるのは君だけだ。つまりこのゲームを終わらせられるのは君だけということになる。だとしてもバンダが言っていることが本当かどうか確かめるためにも俺と答え合わせをしといた方がいいと思うけど。
君のことを僕が信用できると思うの？
できなくても構わないよ。答えの選択肢は多い方がいいでしょう。俺は絶対に本当のことを言う。
Oh, that's reassuring.
信用できないよ。
まあ次のターンでどっちが正しいか分かるだろう。君のマークはスペード。俺も教えてくれ。
Telling the truth.
So you're just gonna walk away?
おい、教えてあげたんだから。
取引はしてないよ。
Oh,
Well, shit.
ハート。
Heart.
Does
it's
not
fucking
look
diamond.
Does not look like a heart to me.
oh,
That's an interesting shape
DTA.
there.
ハートのジャックはあの男です。
What kind of game? This guy's
僕も
playing
怪
the
しいと思っ
game.
てました。でも大丈夫です。彼はこのターンで死にます。
Little smile there.
Well, this is going to be interesting.
あいつが最も警戒すべき人物だね。
Here's our power couple.
最初に嘘をついて大男を殺した青年。あの青年に嘘をつくように焚きつけたのはあの男だ。俺は見た。優しそうな顔をして、その実、他人への共感性が極めて乏しくて
Well, that's yeah.
快楽殺人者タイプだね。俺はあいつがジャックだと思う。
You're the Jack. You're the
Is this
Jack.
how people
You're
smile?
the Jack.
Just trying to fit in.
I mean, it makes sense, right? These last couple people, definitely. Well, you're the Jack.
Yeah.
No, you're the Jack.
Yep.
I mean, the game isn't over yet, so one of you have to be.
Well, and especially if you have somebody that you're paired up with who's gotten you through this many rounds, you would at least figure, well, why should I mess with anybody new? I got a good thing going here.
Yeah.
Answer's going to tell me every time. Wouldn't
But
lie.
if I was
Yeah.
strategizing,
Down to the last two.
I would want to build a bunch of trust and rapport. But yeah, once you get rid of your partner, how would you even get somebody new to?
Right. How are you going to
You know?
believe them?
Well, why would you?
And they don't know that he didn't just say anything. He just kept
A lot
silent.
of manipulation.
That's what makes this game one of the most interesting ones because, like they were saying, this could go on for ever,
Yeah.
or just pretty darn quick if everyone picks up on it.
Yeah.
That's why you don't be a bully like the last guy. Tell me what it is.
Yeah. It's like,
Oh, yeah. I'll get right on that.
sure.
Spades.
Yep.
You're in that game, answer. We'll remind you of that. How are these people not tired either? They
That's
look
it's
refreshed.
Yeah, I mean, every hour that thing's been going off before, I thought.
I mean, if they started first thing in the morning, they'd probably be okay yet. But
残り5人になって俺もパートナーを失ってしまった。さっき松下って男にマークを教えてもらったんだけど、どうも信用されてないみたいで嘘を教えられたらしい。ねえ、君はとても素直そうだし、
oh, he's gonna tell her a different suit. Play the game.
どうか俺のマークを教えてもらえないかな。君のももちろん嘘偽りのないマークを教えてあげるから。
He's trying to extend the olive branch here.
あんたヤバって男に随分入れ込んでるけど、
Infatuated.
あれ典型的な詐欺師のやり口だよ。
Oh, trying to turn her.
Oh, this is interesting.
Should have gone right next to him, making him comfortable.
Show him some sort of
ズバリ聞くが、
dominant play there.
ハートのジャックはお前か。
Straight up asked. Nice.
その質問には僕かもしれないし、君かもしれないとしか答えられないよね。
やはりお前とは気が合いそうもないな。
君のマークはハート、俺のはクラブだよね。
Ha ha ha. I knew it. He's gonna play a game with her.
こっちの方が美味しいよ。
She just.
It's hers hearts though, so he told her
I
hearts.
couldn't see it from here. What has he got going on?
I like how they're shooting this.
He's got his shirt tucked into his pants. You can't trust him.
残り5人。ペアが2つ。きっとジャックはこのターンで動く。さて、最終ラウンドか。
That's it? Was
The
he?
epic music.
He's gonna guess. 1 and 4.
So he told her heart, right?
Yes.
Yeah, told the truth.
ハート。
Okay, so he told her the same thing.
Oh, look at that look.
ありがとうございます。
So that either tells her she can trust both him and our guy Cheshire, but
Oh, here we go.
ダイヤです。
oh! Or I was gonna say she can't trust anybody.
What if he talked to the other guy in the bathroom? Oh!
Okay.
And the other guy told him
じゃあ僕のを頼む。スペード。
Oh,
Wow, wow, wow.
Oh,
talk about shaky alliances.
Everyone is just based, like he said, must be the final round here.
Yep.
The final boss.
And our
Here we
guy's
go,
just
1
gonna
minute.
guess.
it's gonna throw
13
some.
hours in.
松下が言った答えはきっと嘘。男も俺の問いかけはする。ってことはダイヤかスペードか。最後は
He's got a guess.
勘だね。
Intuition.
Shut up. He knew Mason Quinn was watching.
Boy, what a turn they've done this season with our guy Cheshire, I'm going to call him, because he's like a Cheshire cat. Started out not liking him, now he's one of our favorites.
それではお答えください。
I always liked his demeanor. Oh, who went kablooey?
Well, it should have been two of them, unless they didn't believe their teammates.
Who's behind door number 1?
Oh,
Well, the other guy trusted him then, huh?
We
So
We
the
didn't
dude
lose
with
our
the
guy.
dude with the mullet's gonna know
No
that.
way did we lose our guy.
勝った。
I mean, that would be quite the twist.
yeah. I mean, they're not afraid to take people out.
Wait, I'm jumping ahead here.
This is how you laugh, right?
If I was not
Oh, okay, here we go.
on, who's behind door
And-
number 2?
Ooh, that's our guy. Look
やっ
at the
ぱ
way.
り君がハートのジャックだったよね。なんで殺人鬼のバンダ君と君が組むところを見かけたんだ。
友達になろうか。
たとえ君がバンダ君の言葉に圧倒されたとしても、あんな短時間に人は他人に従順になることはできない。
Oh, shit.
僕のような人間に近づいてくるやつはなかなかいない。
Oh, oh, yeah, right.
何か企んでるか、ただのアホか。
お前、
それを試すためにあえて君にふっかけた。君は僕をコントロールできると思ってた。そして自分が誰よりも優れているという自信を持っていた。
その自信は君が特別な役目を担ってるからこそ。
Yeah.
Got. But how did she...
ハートのジャックっていうね。
I don't think she trusted either of them.
バンダがジャックだ。
残念だが、
Oh,
Oh.
okay.
So it was her.
Yeah.
Remember, we heard the boom.
Yeah.
But they both told her that it was
Heart.
She didn't trust
She
either.
thought they were both lying, yeah.
俺はコトコに本当のマークを伝えた。
Yeah.
なのに死んだ。ってことは、コトコは誰か別の人間に操られていたってことだ。
だったらこの男が怪しいぞ。俺が食堂にいる時、いつも同じタイミングで君たちはお菓子を取りに来ていた。
どうですかね。
I love how they're playing this back for us.
This is why you people watch, folks. You ever in this
Like I-
game? Or a
あ
Jeff
る
game?
同じ種類のお菓子を。
This one's better. That's what he told her.
君とコトコは
Wow.
食堂でつながっていたんだ。
スペード。
Of all the people to watch, he knew who to keep an eye on.
きっとその二人は結託して君から何かを聞き出そうとしているんじゃないかな。
You are effed in the A.
第12ラウンドスタート。
Oh,
何する気だよ。
この国の国民と腰を据えて話せる機会なんてそうあるもんじゃない。
straight razor.
君を殺せないのは残念だけど、楽しむ方法は知ってる。
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus. Oh.
Let's put a smile on that face. Want to know how I got these scars?
Oh, shit. He was.
That's it.
Right?
Yeah,
Oh, he
that's
doesn't
that's
have
what
a
this,
collar on
that's
no
what
more.
This indicates, yeah. game's over.
Oh, yep. And we hear that
Yep,
running.
they took out the jack.
And
Oh,
Yep. I like that little flip. It's almost like the Joker looking
Yeah.
back on the explosion. Almost.
maybe there's some kind of like
Maybe.
yeah, a similarity.
slight work in on it, you know, a little play on
But
it.
the little jump that he had was.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
返して聞き出せな
That's
か
how
った
that ended.
Couldn't get that much
結
out of
局
him.
耐えきれずわざと間違えて死んだからね。最後まで正しいマークを教えてやったという
Told him the truth.
予想以上に早く音を上げた。
Maybe they cut out his tongue so he couldn't even say his suit. Well, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, nice.
They
I
could,
think
though
they
they
just
could have
gave
done
him
it.
They,
They could have
he
just.
gave up.
They gave him
did, but-
smile. Oh, what's this?
あれ
Oh,
は今日の外に出てる。
ここは楽しいよ。
Ugh.
it's fun here.
ウーワンを殺すのも男の話だ。
Gross.
Is that cat food?
Yeah,
It looked like it.
that looks like more canned food.
こんなとこ大っ嫌い。だから、葉っぱして、ブシブシしてるとこ。
I love the found footage when they
この
throw
世
that
界は
in
何な
here.
んだろう。このゲームとは何だ。一体誰がこれらを仕組んでいるのか。
大丈夫ですか。こんなとって生活や。
おかしいじゃないか。
Oh, shit.
That I'm getting out of there. Oh,
ここでは
shit.
人生など無意味だ。この世界は僕たちにそう教えたいのか。
I'm going to need some more info on that.
Oh, that was wild. Wonder if they're just gonna, throughout the next couple episodes, just
Drop this in.
Alice.
分かっちまったよ。あいつらももともとはプレイヤーで、今はここで国民になってゲームを作ってる。つまり、このゲームを全てクリアしても元の世界には帰れないのかもしれない。もう元の世界は存在しないのかもしれない。俺はこんな答えのためにパッターを。
And the others.
Yeah, from the second they got
There's
here.
gotta be some answers coming for this.
そんなことない。
I'm with her.
Yeah.
うちは行くで。ゲームは続ける。タッタのためにもな。
To become a citizen, and then what?
Still have to participate too. According to that, anyway.
本当に行くの？やっぱり、
What?
アイや父親のこと心配やし、探しに行ってくるわ。
Well,
I guess I don't blame her,
ス
but
ペードのキングに対抗するにはもっと仲間も必要やし、一つでもゲームがクリアできればゴールに近づけるやろ。大丈夫。必ずまた会えるって。ウサギ。あんたは少し休まんと。アリス。ウサギを頼んだで。
oh, he is down and out.
Well, they
I'm a-
should have their 10 days off or whatever.
yeah, but I think if
they
they
should
go in the king's playground for the king of spades, they're going to get
Yeah,
blasted
that-
at,
that
so I don't think it
starts.
matters.
I really don't want her leaving the group.
No. We need
She's
all
a,
hands
well,
on
one,
deck.
she's an asset, and then two, being out here alone doesn't really.
No. Well, and you know you can trust each other, too.
But I also get that trying to find the other two.
Not going to sleep in the warmer tent?
I'm sure there's a hotel around.
どっか知らねえ国でも生きてよな。
Oh, here we go.
渋谷にゾンビ出たらやばいよね。これみんな食われたら全員ゾンビになるんだぞ。
まあゾンビいいから早く店考えろ。まあでもゾンビ出たら生き残んのはカルベだな。ゾンビ全部ぶっ飛ばして。
Unless they were on a train.
生き残るのはお前だよ、アリス。俺なんできっと生き残るのはお前だよ。
So far.
Oh, that's, well,
Usually the default zombie rib is that they want to eat brains, and you'd be.
なんだその面、もう終わりだみたいな。何の話かと思ったらさ、くだんねえ。お前の人生は就職ぐらいで終わっちまうくらい脆いもんなのかよ。
そんなもんさ、いいじゃん別に親のコネでもなんでも。
人生ってのはな、こう行き詰まってるようで、必ずその曲がった先に道が細く続いてるもんなんだよ。
It's a good piece of advice there.
That's an alleyway.
あ のバーテンがかっこいいこと言ったって説得力ないよ。
じゃあおめえなんかいいこと言ってみろよ。何も意見ねえくせに。
You say something cool.
いいじゃねえかよ、お前。
でもかっこいいかっこいいかっこいい。
うっせえ。
But what
い
he
ざとなると
says.
出てこないもんだね。
くだらねえこと言ってんじゃねえよ、ほんと。
Missing those days.
Yep. Easier times, better times, and just the memory of two of his best
When
friends.
his biggest concern was a job interview.
Not
Not
that
this.
blimp, not that blimp over there.
Poor guy, just lifeless there. It's a good thing he has her though.
Oh, yeah.
She's constantly motivated.
Yep. Well, and he...
狩りに行かない、もう食べるものもなくなったし、このままだと今晩また野草だけだよ。
The salad.
You know, there's a prison nearby with a whole lot of food.
お肉食べたいなら手伝って。
I think there'd be some canned stuff around at some of the stores, but I think it
One would
didn't
think.
last very long, I suppose.
But you also, you know, with the King of Spades roaming around, he could be like eyeing up those places.
Oh, all the food stops.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it'd be a logical step for the King Spade just to hang out.
Oh, got a little rabbit there.
You're not catching a rabbit by hand.
It's wabbit season.
Not happening.
They have to have some sort of.
Like a fishing net or something.
They are. Are they? They're not really going to try to
You never
catch
caught
this
one
thing.
by hand?
アリスちゃん
Can't
と
be
やって
done.
よ。
Can't be done.
今
Oh,
晩ご飯ないよ。
Caught one before.
Rocky used to chase chickens.
I mean, it was in a cage, but I caught it. It was easy. Not much meat on it.
Well, with the music here,
Wouldn't you be better off trying to throw a rock at it?
I almost thought you were going to
throwing
say a
stick.
Brock. Just the sound effect.
Jump now.
it's not even close.
Well, you laid out.
Yeah.
もう何やってんのよ。
Maybe it's not about catching the rabbit at all.
Catching feelings.
お急ぎあっちあっちあっち。
It's a nice little heartfelt moment between the
it's-
two.
It says more to get him up and doing something, I think.
Do you think
than-
us four could do it?
I have like a dozen rabbits in my backyard. You're welcome to come over and try.
Well, I would say us four.
I would try to take the chain off the swing set and maybe swing it and hit it.
Tenderize the meat.
Shit, we're actually laughing and smiling in this world.
And do the old pull. And they fall down. Yeah. I thought we were going to get that one.
Are we gonna get some feelings expanded here? What the hell
Well,
is
we
that?
probably would have if not for that
Damn it.
boom.
Of course.
What a buzzkill.
I'd be like, it was
I don't know
probably
if-
nothing.
You know, in one of these, I don't know if I want to go check out the noise
Well, no, what if it's the King of Spades running around?
or something worse.
Yeah.
Well, there's your.
Yep, look who was probably just here.
There's your something worse.
Yep. Means it's clearly not the lasers because it's hitting them in the backs.
Holy
Oh,
shit.
Yeah, let's run real fast.
Like, go back the way you came.
A lot of supplies there.
Yeah, you gotta do some looting.
I don't know if this is the time to loot.
No, you shouldn't be pressing triangle right now.
Oh,
The
shit.
thing is, though, it was only one boom. It
someone-
wasn't a whole
Whoa.
bunch of them.
Oh, it's got a survivor over there.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they didn't hear machine gun fire.
No.
That's what I mean. Like, are these people just dropping from somewhere or what?
Well, maybe these people have been
Gone for a while.
Unalived
This guy
for a
down
while.
here is making noise.
Well, it's not like they were just there for 2 minutes and doing that. They purposely did showing some time lapse
Yeah.
by.
Oh,
Hey,
there's our guy.
Hey,
You got some explaining to do.
Hey there, Slugger. Are you okay?
Of course, the guy who's getting stuff for found footage is now deceased.
Yep, that was all they got. Film.
Loving this music, this episode.
カメラマンだったのかな。8ミリフィルムだ。
これで見るの
Oh, I was hoping they'd give us the subtitle for what he was looking at.
For what it would say what it was.
Folks, let us know in the comments.
Yeah, let us know.
You can translate for us.
See, I'd forget to keep turning.
Oh, okay.
Oh, there
Right
we
back.
are.
僕は亀山海斗。僕は電子機器の使えなくなったこの世界で、この8ミリフィルムカメラを通し、この世界を記録し、その正体を、真実を追求したい。
8mm.
Ever seen that movie?
I have, unfortunately. It's disturbing.
結構気持ちいいんだよね。
魚が増えて草木もどんどん茂ってる。都心から離れるほど街が植物化してる。
人間が消えたからじゃないんですか？
もちろんそれもそうだけど、
26
でも
days.
植物が育つスピードがあまりに
Yeah, I
も
was
速
gonna
い。
say.
Yeah.
He's saying
この
26
世界に
days.
来たタイミングに個人差があったり、生ものが早く腐ったり、時間の経ち方に乱れがあった。
Time is
Not flowing normal.
but a construct.
東京の外に出てみる。この世界が何なのか知りたくて。
Oh boy. More people getting further away from other people.
人々が消えてから33日目、ある男性から情報を得た。
And they haven't had to play any games
世田
yet?
谷の外れにコミュニティがあるらしい。
Well,
これからそこに向
well,
かう。
remember, you had to get activated.
I suppose, yeah.
Just like what they did in, Oh.
Prison. But like, yeah, like if you're in the King of Spades zone.
But like I thought maybe if you
How
waited
you-
too long,
How are you? Yeah, but
take you
I was
out.
gonna say, if you're King of Spades, how are you activated? You're not. You're just in their zone.
このコミュニティに来ました。じゃあ案内してくれますか？こっちこっち。
This looked like where everything happened.
ど
yeah.
んな記憶なんですか？それは。
At least when they were alive, anyway.
あの日のこと、私だけが全部覚えてて、空に花火が上がった時のこと、あの時空にでも
But
あれは実は花火。
Oh,
God damn it,
wow.
that got me.
I guess we're not getting the end of that story.
He's here again.
Yep.
King of Spades.
Okay, so yeah, he just had to find their camp. What I was gonna say about the fireworks is they had to look like fireworks because she's old enough to know the difference between, you know, fireworks and a bomb or whatever.
この映像は俺が生きていた唯一の証だ。必ずこの映像を残す。
And then he went outside apparently.
That was a ride.
Ooh, we got a lot of footage to go through, but
何か来る。
is it a tank?
well, the way it's rumbling, you'd think it was something on the ground.
Yeah.
Was it the blimp?
But it could be. Yeah, I was just gonna say.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, just
No,
real close.
Oh, shit.
Follow the white rabbit. Oh, God, we'd be so screwed in this world with all the running.
What are you gonna do,
Gotta get
dude?
this son of a bitch here. Gotta end this guy.
Oh, hey!
Two of the old Deadpool. Hey.
Okay, you got a zigzag there, buddy.
Luckily for you, a tree will stop a bullet.
Oh, good. I was like wondering if there was going to be a tree there. and
Oh,
slash
shit, he's
into it.
right
Oh,
there.
Shit.
Oh, wait.
Whoa!
Who the hell is
Wait,
that?
was that somebody? Because he came down the hill. He's.
Oh, Jesus.
I thought the blade got him in the face.
What is that?
That's. I think it's one of those prosthetic legs they use like in track.
One of those blades?
Yeah.
It almost looked like a curve, like.
お前国民か。
は？
What?
足手まといはいらないから放っておこうって言ったのに、あいつがあんた担いでここまで運んできたんだよ。
あいつ？
ちゃんとお礼言いなよ。
What?
But how?
あいつが言ってたよ。
So it's someone that knows him.
あ、気をつけな。あんたが私たちの作戦の邪魔をして機嫌悪いから。
Well, it's not the dude that was shooting at him.
Is that the?
Give me a face. Give me a
Is that
face.
the tank top with the hair? Is that the guy from the big like? No,
The guy from the mansion?
I was going to say the hotel.
Oh my god.
Oh, he got out?
How?
CD.
Oh, yo, newbie. Nice.
Is that... Oh,
Come on.
How did
Well,
they both survive?
I guess the burn guy got out and he got out too somehow.
How did they both survive?
I mean,
This... Wow.
I want to see what he looks like then.
Yeah, because they purposely...
I mean, the other dude is all burnt to a crisp.
Yeah.
There's got to be something.
Which, by the way, he's still roaming around.
Yeah, he's still free somewhere.
I can't believe that.
But okay, so they purposely only showed us basically his shoulder and half of the back of his head. So who knows? So who knows what the other bit of him is? But wow, this again. To me, this feels like 2 episodes kind of in one. And obviously, I guess it sort of was, but the fact it was 1 episode was real interesting. We had the conclusion of the game that our guy, well, I'm going to say my guy, Cheshire, was doing. Had an interesting arc, his character. We started off not liking him so much, but personality just comes shining through. He's great. And that game was absolutely wild because, gosh, I don't even recall. How many people did it start with?
30?
No, it was like 20 something.
I think. Yeah,
Well,
it was 20.
Something like that. Okay. And,
Even number?
we saw all the alliances right away, and then people slowly started to turn. And I love how everything got laid out for us at the end, what he was seeing with like the crackers and the colors of the crackers they were picking, what that meant to the suits, and that was a lot of fun. Now, granted, he did have some luck, 50-50 shot of walking out of there because I think he thought it was either spades or hearts or something like that of what his suit was on his collar. So a little bit of luck, but either way, that game was wild, and the alliances that they made just crazy. And it's weird because the game had almost a slower pace to it, but it still had all the tension, and you know that because it seemed like it was going off every hour, but in this episode, I don't know if they just didn't do the time quite as quick or whatever, but it felt like they maybe got a night's sleep because with it being morning or whatever. I don't know, maybe not, maybe I'm wrong. Either way, that's not important. What's important is that Cheshire made it out.
A good night's sleep?
Because they got because when they woke up, they looked like they had a good night's sleep.
Dude, it was every hour.
That's what I said previously. I said I thought it was every hour, but then the way they played it off in the morning when she was getting the food, it almost looked like it was morning and everything was fine. We contrast that with this episode where I didn't know what I was in for here. So many surprises between the found footage and the time that they were here in the game. 33 days, I think, is the final number we got. The woman who was going to tell us everything was going to lay it all out. And then at the last minute, King of Spades comes in, takes care of that. Now, they mentioned fireworks, which, okay, look, she's not a child who is going to mistake fireworks for like a nuclear explosion or something like that. I would assume she knows exactly what fireworks are, so I think we can take her at her word for that from what we gathered before it was lights out for her. So again, there was a ton of tapes there that they could presumably get information from, but didn't have time to see them. They had to run, get away, and now Alice is caught with again somebody who we thought was gone and came back, and the woman here with the bow and the blade on one foot. Interestingly enough, I have heard about the blades. When you have those, you're incredibly fast, like way faster than a normal person. So I did find it a little bit interesting that they only did the 1 foot, but you think that would throw them off a little bit. But either way, it makes her just look badass. So that was wild. And we got really not any more answers than what we had when we started. So I don't know. We'll see where the next episode goes. Now, that doesn't mean I didn't love this episode. I don't want that to come off like I didn't love the episode. I did. This show is fantastic. Every episode has been a banger. This episode is no different. I loved it, but I didn't get any answers.
Well, yeah, that's what's going to keep happening, I think. This episode was filled with it was being 2 episodes. We got our conclusion of the name of that game escapes me, but, to find the King of Hearts, and they finally got it. And, like, the way they went about it with using the biscuit colors to say if it was right or wrong, because there was 4 of them. So, like, you had people working together, but then you had, the working on the other side with different people. And then the bathroom scene was actually really important. I love how they went back to it. And then I love how they showed Chishuya, like how he deducted everything, like how he went about, well, hey, this is why this happened. I noticed you were eating this and I was doing that. And it'll probably make the cut, but Diamond Dave going, that's why you people watch. Yeah. Especially if you find yourself in this situation, you people watch.
And that's all he's ever done since we've seen him. He just sits back and watches everybody.
Well, yeah, the first game, which was tag, or where they had to go through all where they were playing
the apartment. Yeah, the apartment.
Remember,
complex.
he went up top, he perched himself up top, and then just watched. He's like, and here we go, and then he just watched for a while. So then we went through that, and then we got back to Arisu and / Alice, and how he was going through what Tata did to sacrifice himself for the game. Then we saw Kyoda leave. So like now we're like disbanding when now it's just Risu and Ugasi.
The White Rabbit.
Yeah, the White Rabbit.
I cheat. I use their easy names. Alice, White Rabbit, Cheshire.
You do cheat. Easy. But I was saying now it's down to just 2 of them. So yeah, you can kind of cover ground, but you need that team together, especially with the King of Spades, because I don't know, it almost looked like there was 2 of them, unless it was Agony that was part of his plan to draw the King of Spades in so he could take him out and then maybe get rid of the King of Spades. Because like how last time you had to go to the building, you had a certain amount of days. I think now it's, especially because the King of Spades can roam wherever, you're actively in the King of Spades room, because like all they did was hear the blimp go by and you're in their zone and he's shooting at you. So you have that to work with. And I think
it's an
part of it,
open world game.
And like you said, with the whole with fireworks, and she would understand the difference. I think because she talked about having the holes in her skull from having surgery done on her brain. I think that somehow, some way plays into a part of why she can remember more than everyone else. Maybe I don't know. They'll explain it more, I'm assuming, or it could just be a throwaway to make you think like, so maybe as someone, if they had like brain injuries or brain damage earlier in life or something, that might have helped them to remember what happened. And then even with Anne saying 33 days and saying that all the vegetation has been overtaking the city, that now we've seen all the end of day movies and TV shows and stuff like that does happen, but not in 33 days. So another really great episode. I cannot wait for more questions.
And winning all the suits doesn't necessarily mean you get out. You just become a citizen, apparently.
Yeah, I'm questioning. It's interesting that they brought up the timeline of the fish multiplying and the vegetation, because, look, we've never gotten a straight answer as far as how everybody got here, where did everybody go, and so you wonder if there's not some weird time bending, I don't know, whatever going on with how people end up in this world. Who knows? But in any regard, Mason Quinn brought up this felt like 2 episodes. It very much did, and that's the one thing that I think has been intriguing about this show is I think with the games and the way the plot has been laid out, and I've mentioned this previously, you could have it be very 1 game, 1 episode, 1 game, 1 episode. And I like that they mix it because
it'll be predictable.
I almost think it helps the story flow a little bit better when it's not just 1 game, 1 episode. When they flow into each other, it feels like more of a continuation of the story, if that makes sense. Look, I thought as far as a strategy and how clever you are type game, I think this and the previous one were probably the best. Of course, we had the Hearts game in the previous season where, the wolf and the sheep, where there was strategy, but who was willing to sacrifice himself for friends. But this is one where you picture yourself like in the prison. Okay, you got to create alliances because you have to You have to have somebody you trust, but once it starts getting down to lower numbers, then you got to consider taking people out. And so that line that has to be drawn between how are you going to, find somebody you can trust versus at what point do you start going on the offensive, I guess you could say, was kind of an interesting predicament. And again, one of those situations where you start like thinking like, okay, how would I handle this situation? And which is kind of a morbid thing to think. Well, if I was put in a game where I had to,
well, and as the numbers get whittled down, do you trust your partner?
Do you trust your partners? Right. And it's like, well, and it's one of those things where if it's strangers, like, do you trust a stranger immediately? And you never know what's going on in their head. And so, I thought this was another great episode. And I will say the last two have been, I would think, as far as at least concurrent episodes, my favorite, and two of my favorite episodes throughout the entire series. I love the strategy and kind of the mind games and stuff like that we had. And another great episode for me. Moving forward, I want to see kind of what happens now. We're out in the woods. We got our guy back from the end of last season. We got our new badass with the prosthetic leg. So I'm all in.
The found footage I thought was interesting too, and I'm wondering if we're going to get more kind of like that in the next couple episodes. Now I know some of you folks were saying that there was really no intention at the time, for the most part, of a season 3 to happen. So thank God we're getting to season 3 now. So I'm wondering if that was it of the found footage, or if we're going to get like something else, because season 1 we had the found footage, season 2 now we had found footage. Granted, now this felt like that was it for the found footage, no more. So I'm kind of curious moving forward if we're going to get anything like that. So if you do know, what you probably do, don't spoil it. Don't answer that.
It's a rhetorical question.
Yeah, exactly. And then the guy made it. I guess I shouldn't be surprised because the other guy made it. And he's still out there roaming around a little bit. So I'm wondering if we're going to get some kind of big clash before the end of this season with everybody. And how will that go over? Because, I mean, we watched him go into fire and smoke in that burning building. And that looked like to be the hero's ending for him, or some kind of redemption arc of just a little bit of redemption there. So I thought that was pretty interesting. The one who, I'm terrible with names right now, but she's going out to find Anne.
Just going to find Cheshire.
Cheshire, thank you. Yeah, to find Cheshire.
Yeah, Hikari Kunia is going out.
So I'm hoping that she is okay and she runs into no trouble, because like I was saying during the reaction, she is an asset.
Got to get rid of those shoes.
She's doing all right.
Those sandals, I'm telling you got to get rid of them.
All right. She can handle herself, right? Which they showed in season 1. I just hope that with Anne now, because they just told us that she's going outside the city. Mm-hmm. So that kind of checks one off the box, that it's going to be pretty damn hard to find Anne.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping that we do at least get some answers there. And then maybe Anne comes back and finds the group. That's how that's going to play out.
Well, and if I'm Anne, I'm worried about the borders and getting my red laser if I go too far. I mean,
well, maybe that's
we don't. Yeah, we don't even know about that yet. She may not know.
Well, I don't. Are there even laser borders?
I'm assuming.
We don't know. You'd assume that you got to keep them in the sandbox, right?
Well, I mean, Japan is an island, so I mean, there's that. But
that's the thing. Still. That's why I want to know some answers. Like, all right, how, and what is here? I'm hoping we get that.
But if you overstay your visa, then.
Well, and I know they were touching base on you've been here long enough now. You're becoming citizens. Mm-hmm. Great chance that you don't go back. Well, I want some confirmation now that that's kind of the case, because right now it's still, for me, unknown of what's going to happen here. So it is the tale of two halves. I'm glad we got that game wrapped up in here, because it needed some time, which I know I was complaining about the first one kind of running over a full episode, last 10 minutes of an episode, full episode, and then another half of an episode. So I'm glad this one did go the full half, or at least give it the time it needed. Loved how I would never have thought, if I was in that game, that he was the Jack. of hearts because we were saying like we thought the lady in the blue, the way she was doing everything,
dressed kind of like
I know
Alice.
it was obvious. It felt obvious, but sometimes it's not the obvious move. But she was playing
did a good
some
job
puppets.
at steering us away from who we thought it was.
Yeah. So and then their conversation with him, gave him, who knows, a smile or whatever, and he decided to opt out, which I thought was also interesting on that because I'm wondering what kind of information that they were really trying to get at. Like, obviously, I know they kind of hinted towards some stuff right there, right? But like, were they going to go into more? I wish we were kind of there to hear the questions that were being asked. And that doesn't take away from the episode. I'm just saying, selfishly, I wish I could have heard.
You always want to get some more information.
The way they did it was still perfect, by the way. And then, of course, the ending here, we got introduced to a new character. So what is she all about? She looks like she can take care of herself pretty well. We got a good old Daryl Dixon
with the bow.
Not a crossbow, but it's a bow.
I wish I could remember the end of the animated Alice in Wonderland. I don't think I've seen it for like 25 years. And I don't know how she got back or if she got back in the animated.
I don't know either.
No
Couldn't tell you.
Now, because in my head, I was thinking the whole time he was the King of Spades. Now I'm going to have to kind of go back and watch that verbiage because now maybe he's not.
I took it the other way. I took it as he was the guy who came in and I took it as the King of Spades followed him into the woods and somebody fired upon the King of Spades instead the King of Spades bailed because they showed this King of Spades. They showed him coming down the hill and then all of a sudden somebody fired at him. So I'm wondering if the King of Spades didn't bail.
Probably, after that shot that we saw.
Yeah,
right?
the initial.
He did the kick to Alice.
Because and as he is like shooting up and he's shooting down, that's where he would have got.
Because he was
getting
matched
that's why
with
she knocked him
firepower.
down. So then that way he's on the ground.
That makes
way
makes way more sense than what I was thinking of. Because that makes sense because he was getting matched with firepower. So then King of Spades would run off.
Well, maybe they'll just tell us the next episode.
Maybe we'll get clear,
concise
some answers.
Now they're concise answers.
Next episode's going to jump to Anne, and we're not going to get anything on this.
Which is fine. I mean, we do
need to learn more.
Yeah, we got some catching up to do. So,
but that's just a sign of a great show, is it not? So hopefully you all are enjoying it as much as we are. Maybe in the past, now us in the future. So for Appleton Hulk, Diamond Dave, that's Mason Quinn. I'm of course the answer. We'll catch you on the next one, pals.